Hi everybody, so this is the makeup look that I'm doing, that I'm going to do for today. And so I'm doing this look. It's just really smoky, but if you guys want to get this look, just keep on watching. Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the sheer cover palette. I'm gonna put on that nude color that I just showed you and put all over my primed eyelids. And for my primer I used the usual Urban Decay Original. And then I'm gonna go into that the L.A.Color palette. And I'm gonna go in with that beige color. I'm gonna put that onto my crease. I'm not being totally neat with this. I'm putting this on with a WetnWild brush. It's just a dollar brush that I got from the dollar store. I believe it's from the Dollar Tree, I believe. Going in with my other crease. I'm not being neat with this. I'm just putting it on there. I just want a really good transition shade to easily blend out the blacks that we're gonna use. Okay, and I'm going in with that brown color. I'm giving my eye a little bit more definition. Trying to open up that crease and give it more, definition. So a little at a time goes a long way. If you use a whole lot in that one moment, I mean, it's easier to just use it a little at a time than to really blend out the harshness that you're gonna put. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that black, and I'm gonna be using an ELF. I think it was a contour brush, ELF contour brush, also from the dollar line. And I'm just gonna kind of map out like where I want like the blackness, and I'm gonna blend as well. And I'm blending it with this. I found that this brush from the Wet n Wild, they blend very well, at least on my opinion. I'm going again onto my other eye. Map it out. I find this is easier for me because black sometimes can be very harsh. It can make you look like you have panda eyes, and for me it's easier this way. So just mapping that out there, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it with that Wet n Wild brush again. And while I'm blending it, I'm also putting in that beige color that we used. I'm using that to also blend. So here we go, blending and blending. Now I'm gonna go in with this palette. This is just a generic palette that I got from Walmart, like in the little, when you buy your little collections, like a Christmas collection or something like that. And I'm using the darkest black. These are there's some that are very metallic, but I've noticed the black. It was like kind of like a semi matte. It was like a matte with a finish of it's just like a little bit of metallic, a little bit. It was real slight. So I used that, and it was a lot harder to put on. I'm not sure if I was using the wrong brushes. I tried several brushes. It was hard to put on. And so I'm packing that in there. Packing on. I had used a Wet n Wild, I think it was a C brush, but it was the ones that's too fine, But I used that to pack that on my lid, and then I used the ELF brush, I think it was the contour brush. I don't know if it was a contour or the blending brush, like from the dollar collection. And which is actually a pretty good color. It's a pretty good brush if you want to be detailed with some of your work and stuff, on my opinion. And then I went in and with the Wet n Wild brush and blended it again, and then again I packed some more color on my eyelid. Kept packing that on there. Like I said, it was a little bit hard to get the color on the brush. And I've tried several brushes, and it was a little bit difficult for me. Then I used just a makeup wipe, and I wiped off the excess that fell out. As you can see, there was a lot of it. It was a lot of excess from that palette, but then again, it was just a basic palette that comes with your, you know, like a little Christmas collection, basic, generic. But I like the colors on there. I usually use the white one that's in there. Okay, so I went in and I had put the Milani primer on before this, the matte primer, and then I went in with the Milani 2-in-1 foundation. And I spotted that all over my face. All over. It's a very thick foundation. I used a Real Technique sponge with this. I'm sorry that I keep turning and turning. It's because I was also watching a movie at the same time. And so I'm sorry about that. It was really interesting. It was that movie, Christian Mingle. I was watching it on Netflix. It was pretty good. I'm sorry for my hair as well. It was like my third day, and so I'm sorry about that. It's really messy. It kind of gets frustrating when you brush it out and then it gets curly off from the, like, everything on your face gets curly. Okay, so I'm blending that out on my face, and you see how much coverage, how much it did a difference on my face. I like that foundation, but I believe that sometimes, like, in this heat, it just, I don't know. It kind of sometimes looks a little thick for my skin. Okay, so I'm going in with my eyebrows, and for my eyebrows, I'm using the L.A.Color eyeshadow palette that I showed you that I use for my creases. I'm using the brown and black combined together. This little brush that I'm using, I think my sister had given me this brush. It's just a very tiny little, what looked like to be a little detailed brush, and I love it for my eyebrows. I absolutely love it. So I just took out whatever the little sponges that came into this little palette, and I replaced that with it. I'm sorry, the movie was already over, and I was dancing to it, so my bad. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in black, putting that on my waterline. Bottom only because I have a hard time putting that on the top. Makes me tear up dramatically. I'm using that beige color and then the brown color to smoke out my bottom lash, and I'm using the I believe it was a contour blending brush from ELF from the Dollar Line. I'm using a little traveling size mascara. It's just a generic kind of mascara, a very thick wand. I took a long time, don't I? I was gonna go in with falsies, but I didn't have the falsies that I wanted with this that would like pop out, because the falsies I do have, they're mainly like natural, and I really wanted with this look a more dramatic like eyelashes that would like really pop out, and I didn't have any of those at this moment. So okay, I'm going in with the Milani Bella in the shade, I think it was Bella Diamond or something like that. I'll put that in the description box below, and I'm putting that on my brow bone, on my Cupid's bow, on the tip of my nose, even though the little part kind of shines anyway. But I'm really putting that on my Cupid's bow and on the top of my lip and the bottom of my lip. I'm using the ELF, the smallest little brush. I think it was a smudge brush, but you can't really use it as a smudge brush. It's too fine, too fine. The names are not on here on these brushes, so, but it's from the new collection, like the little white pink, you know. I'm going in with the infallible lip color. I mean, the matte infallible It goes infallible matte color from L'Oreal. There you go. And the color that I'm using is Bare Attraction. Putting that all over my lips. It's a kind of color that I like to pair up with the Smoky Eye. Hi guys, so thank you for watching this video. If you like it, can you please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have any other requests or anything you want me to try something different or something to that nature, please leave me a comment on the comments below, and I'll see you with my next video. Bye.